my sweet little honeys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm Anastasia. I'm a Toronto-based actor, content creator, social media manager, heavily involved in this industry. And if you are returning, welcome again. Love to have you both here. Funny enough, I had to redo this video. I did it originally and then I was like, I sat with it, I slept on it, and I was like, no, I feel like I want to redo it. Here we are, take 2 of this video. I'm really nervous and I don't know why, but I'm really nervous to do this video, and I haven't been nervous to do a video in a really long time. Since I started doing my YouTube channel has been, put out for everyone to see, and I did it because I wanted to showcase people, my journey as an actor. I wanted to create a community of people where they felt the same. I just wanted to talk about the realities and like the truthfulness of what's it like to be an actor in this industry and get there. I wanted to talk about something that is personal to me, that has happened to me the last few months. I want to talk about my new chapter that I have started and sort of bring it into a video where it's kind of like the power of manifestation. I know this sounds really crazy and you're like, what is this girl talking about? The power of manifestation and how important it is to believe in yourself, how important it is to trust the universe, and how important it is to just allow the timing to work and do its thing, because my new chapter happened because of all those things. I'm gonna start off by saying my new chapter has started. It has been very exciting. It has been very nerve-wracking. I accepted a really big job. It's actually my dream job. I've been manifesting this and asking for this for a really long time. I have become the social media producer for a lifestyle show at Bell Media. This is huge. This is like a really big, I'm gonna start crying, a really big step up in my life. This dream job is a big girl job. This is like full corporate, you're in there. No, I wouldn't say corporate. Like, I'm obviously in the entertainment industry, but full blown Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, I'm on set every single day except for Fridays. Monday to Thursday, we do our taping, we do live shows. Some of those days, some days we do pre-tape shows. It's a full switch, like a full switch in my life. And I'm fully in charge of producing these entire social media for the show. And it's been a big change and I'm very excited for it. It's been crazy. Like, when I mean crazy, it's been like truly very crazy. This job came to me, funny enough, not in the most orthodox way. I actually never applied for this job. What happened was, originally, I've been trying to apply for Bell Media for probably 2 to 3 years now. I've been knocking on their door. I have been networking my butt off by talking to people that could possibly know someone that knows someone that knows someone. I would meet with people that I knew in Chorus Entertainment and be like, hey, do you know anyone in Bell Media? Do you know someone? I used to post on my Instagram story being like, hey, anybody know for the department of blah, blah, blah at Bell Media? I'm applying for this job. And some people would be like, yeah, I know someone or this. I would go to events. I would chat to people. I would be constantly putting myself out there and networking so I could sort of almost like wave and be like, hello, I'm here. I would like to get into this building. Funny enough, when my mother-in-law was here back in May, we were walking by and I was showing her around the city and whatever. And I was telling her how I've been trying to get into Bell. Like, I want to be in that entertainment part of that industry. I'm something that I'm seriously passionate about. I'm very interested in. And I started to cry because I was like, it just really sucks. Like, this really sucks. I'm working so hard and I'm not getting anywhere. And I'm really starting to get frustrated. And funny enough, I was like this close on the verge of giving up. I was like, I'm so ready to just quit. Like, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And then 2 weeks later, I get an email from one of the producers of the show. And basically the email was like, hey, your resume landed on our desk. Are you interested? Is this something you want to talk about? And at first I was like, who is this? And I'm like, did I apply for this? I was like, because I don't remember. And I was like, maybe I applied for this a year ago and they're just getting back to everybody now. I was like, huh? So I had to do my own little bit of digging, do a little bit of my own research. So it turns out a job that I applied to months ago, we're talking months ago, for a different department to be, I think it was the digital content coordinator or specialist for a different department for a different show of Bell. And that hiring producer didn't think that I'd fit for the role, but felt that my resume would be good for this role and literally passed my resume down. Funny enough, this I didn't know anybody in that department and I didn't know the hiring producer. So this was literally the pathway was paved for me to come and do this role. When I talk about insane, I mean like literally insane. So I went through a series of very intense but amazing interviews, and I got it, and they called me, and I started crying on the phone because I think a part of me was like, to me, getting this was like being casted in something really big. Now, it's like, I knew that my life was going to literally change getting this job. I was no longer going to be working at the clinic. I also knew no longer I would be serving. This would just literally kick off and pave a direction for me that I've been dreaming for like the last 4 years, and what I've been working for towards like the last 4 years. I was in shock this whole time. And even when I was finishing up my like last few weeks at the clinic, I was like, am I seriously doing this? Like, is this actually seriously happening? Are we really doing this? Are we really going through this? I have not given my resignation to my serving job as of yet. I actually have it written out on my phone, and that will be being handed in soon. That is also another conversation we're gonna have in another video, because that's also a really big step and a really big journey being pivoted. Because I've been a server for 10 years of my life. The restaurant that I've worked for 8 years of my life. It's a big identity. Like, it was a big, huge part of my life for 8 years. It's like you're changing everything. Like, literally, when I mean like everything, like everything's being turned around. So that's my new chapter. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I have no words for it. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because you don't know who you are going to meet in this industry. You do not know what audition, what class can land you somewhere in some sort of amazing opportunity. I see actors sometimes in front of me choose not to take things because they think something better is going to come along. A better agent, a higher agent, a better audition, a better casting. And the point I'm trying to make you is, yeah, obviously, you know, you gauge yourself as well. If you really think that this was a terrible meeting, no, that does not mean you should take that agent. But if you're given an opportunity that's a little bit maybe not exactly full what you were looking for, but it's still a good opportunity. Like, it may be not the level that you wanted it to be, but it's still not bad. Like, it's a good starting base and it can get you somewhere. Don't say no to it just because it's not there. Continue forward into it. You never know where this can take you. When I applied for that other job, funny enough, I was like, I don't qualify for this job. I don't. I know for a fact I don't. I don't have the school for it because they asked to have school. I don't have school for it. I also didn't have the 5 years of experience that they wanted. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. Apply for it. What's the worst that can happen? They don't reply to you. You don't get the job. Okay, well, you've just been said no to 100 times for other jobs. So what is going to change in your life if you apply? Nothing. So I did, and I just put it out there. And when I did, and what I started doing the last few times, even with my auditions, I just do the audition and I forget about it. I do the job application and I just forget about it. I just leave it there. I just let it do its thing. I let it plant its seed. I let it marry itself, do whatever it has to do, and it will grow into something if it's meant to be in that direction. And you never know. I've told you about this where there was a classmate of mine in Proctor's lab, and she is now writing a script, and it's an incredible script. I'm obsessed with it. And she wants to apply it to like CW Network and all this kind of stuff. It's very like, I give it like a Riverdale sort of kind of drama. And she saw me, and I've said this before, she saw me in class, she liked the way I was acting and wants me to now audition for the part. I've been in class for her for 2 years. I had no idea that these entire 2 years that I've been in class with her, that she has been creating the show behind the scenes and almost like mentally auditioning people in her head as she watched other people be up in class. And that to me was like, wow, you literally truly never know what can and cannot happen. I've been manifesting this life. I've been manifesting to leave serving and to really get myself onto my feet and to be working in this industry for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years may seem like a long time. And yeah, it was. There was times where I was like, I'm so done with this. I'm exhausted. I need to move forward. A lot of things kind of came to me when I got this job that it made sense. A couple of things was I was not ready to leave my serving job. The money at my serving was too good. I was not ready to give up. Truly, as much as I wanted to leave 2 years ago, I was not ready to give up extra cash tips coming in every night. That's truly the reality of it. And it wasn't until that hit me where I realized, I was like, oh, That's why I couldn't get a job. That's why I couldn't leave and get somewhere else, because it was impossible to work the 2 jobs. I was doing it with the clinic. It was insanity. And I would not be able to perform to my fullest at the job that is my dream job if I'm also going to be working Saturday, Sunday on the weekends for serving when I'm also doing Monday to Friday here. When I was finally ready to let go of the money and I started to be like, I'm okay to make less money. I'm okay to sacrifice going out, going to fun trips and this and that. But in order for me to build the career that I want to have, the minute that this happened, I planted that seed out loud for myself and for the universe to be like, okay, that's it. Take me out of this. I'm ready to go. All my little jobs that I've had in the last 3 years, it's really funny, but they all share an aspect of what I'm doing at this job now. When I worked for the production company and I was a production assistant and I was a production coordinator, I was like learning to be the production assistant, and then I learned to be the production coordinator. And now with these 2, I'm actually adding this into what I do now at my new role. All my social media that I've done with either the Lymphatic Academy, with the lab, Proactors Lab, with my own social media. What else? Who else did I do social media for? Like a bunch of all these little accounts. And I was like, now, obviously with my social media accounts and the work that I've done and the experience that I have, I'm able to now also apply this to my job. When I was a third AD on a set years ago for a feature film, I'm getting to use that and understand how it works. Me being an actor is really important because I know how to work with actors. I know how it runs on set. I know how to do XYZ with all these actors. It's kind of insane how my last 3 years of my little jobs have landed me here to this job. Oh, I'm getting so emotional because I really can't believe I'm talking about this. I really can't believe that my journey has literally started here. It's like absolutely insanity. And I also can't believe I'm quitting my serving job. This is a big one too. But I just want to explain to you, honeys, that like you never know what opportunities come. And I want you to stop limiting yourself to beliefs. I want you to stop doubting yourself. I want you to stop sitting here being like, I shouldn't apply for this because I don't have the skills to do that audition. You don't know. You don't know. Just apply. Do the audition. Do the skills that you have, because my God, you never know that opportunity may not get you the opportunity that you auditioned for originally for, but that opportunity can lead you into something else. That casting director can see you and be like, I'm creating my own movie and I want that. That person, what they just did is exactly what I need for that character. And you just have to keep hustling. Oh my God, do you ever not stop hustling in this industry? I've been hustling for a long time, and it feels good to finally land something that I've been really working towards for a very long time. I do want to say, obviously, you guys know that I'm not a psychic reader. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a guru and at all whatsoever in this whole manifestation. And I'm not sitting here trying to preach like spirituality to you guys at all whatsoever. That's not the point of this video. What I'm just trying to get you to understand that I'm a real person. I have a real journey. I am not famous. I'm not a millionaire. I don't even make money from my YouTube channel. All of my work that in fact, actually, I pay money to do my YouTube channel. I have an editor that I pay for. I do my own thumbnails. All of my equipment that I buy, I always put there's no money coming out of my YouTube. I just really see with what's it like to not limit yourself and to not have limiting beliefs and to not apply yourself just because you think that maybe you're not good enough for it. And to always say yes to different types of opportunities that you feel that, okay, you know what? Maybe this is not exactly what I'm looking for, but it's a good start. And that's exactly what this is. Me being in this world that I am now can really lead me to some really interesting and insane opportunities. My brain is already rolling of where I can get to, whether it be for this show, could be for another show, could also take me to work for Netflix, take me to work to Amazon, it could take me even working to the States. I don't know, the opportunities now that not just my foot is in the door, my whole body's in the door, can really open up so many things. And not only for the career purpose, but for my own social media as well, to give back information to you guys of what I learn and talk about it for my podcast that I've been working on and getting all this information gathered. And now I have more guests that I can interview on the podcast. There's so much more that I can be doing with this. I've talked about this before. We live in an industry where it's not 2000s anymore, where you can walk in-person audition, book that Heineken commercial for 15 grand and buy yourself a down payment on a home. That is not the case anymore. Jeff Clark, my mentor, my coach at Proactive Lab, said this, and I've said this 100 times on my channel. You will never be just an actor. You will always be an actor and ... something else. And I wholeheartedly, literally, truly believe that. You are in an industry where unless you are booking the lead role constantly for something, that's a different. You're now playing on the A game. But when you're in the B and the C game, like, you will be an actor and something else. Mikita, my fiance, the other day kind of asked me something really interesting, and he's like, you got your dream job. He's like, so what about acting? My acting's not going anywhere. I'm still an actor and I'm still auditioning, and my agent's still gonna apply me for things. Actually, funny enough, my new job fully is aware that I'm an actor. They even when they made the little announcement, they're like, she's a Toronto-based actor. I'm like, hee hee, yes I am, thanks guys. So they're aware of it, they're good with it. They, like, we'll work with it when the time comes if I book something. And Makita was like, would you choose acting now or your dream job? And I'm like, that's a tough question, because acting is something that's always going to be in my heart, but I really think I would choose my dream job. I really want to do it. Now, if Netflix called me and said you're going to be the next James Bond woman, well, I mean, it's a dream of mine to be a James Bond woman, so maybe I might have to say yes to that James Bond role. But besides that, is that I found a love for something, and I think this is an important topic to kind of end it off, that you have to remember that acting is not end all be all. You do not have to obsess about acting. The minute I just let go, I literally did not have resistance. The minute I started working out at the clinic, I was like, you know what, universe? I don't care, do whatever you gotta do. You gotta put me over there, put me over there. You wanna put me over here, put me over here. I'm like, I give up, whatever. Just do your thing. I'm here for along the ride. I'll go on a trip here and there. I'll go have some wine in a patio. I'll hang out with friends. I'll watch Beverly Hills Housewives. I'll do an audition, whatever. You do your thing. And the minute I just kind of like flowed in a way and just let it do its thing, everything just started falling into place. It was really weird. Like, everything just started like puzzle piecing it the way it should. My auditions got better. My agent was like more like, hey, like really good stuff, like really, really good stuff. It was weird, like it was really weird. And then the interview, the job, everything. Don't stop believing in yourself. Just because somebody told you years ago that you're not good enough. If you go say yes to an opportunity and you feel like this opportunity is not aligned for you, no one's forcing you to stay there. You can walk out, you can leave. Just let it flow, do its thing. Honeys, I wanna thank you so much for being along my journey for all these years. I'm very thankful and grateful to be sharing this all with you. I'm really excited and happy, and I'm excited for the new vlogs coming in with a new chapter in my life. Yeah, it's a big change. Everything's changing and it's all happening really fast, but I'm excited for it to be happening. So I love you, honeys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will see you all next Friday, and big hugs, such big hugs. Big hugs to all of you all. Bye, honeys.